Every second, over 2 million cells in your body are damaged. Did you know that the first signs of aging start not on your skin, but deep inside your cells, decades before you ever feel it? Right now, microscopic damage is happening inside your DNA, your mitochondria, and your cell membranes. Left unchecked, this invisible damage leads not just to wrinkles, but to diseases like Alzheimer's, diabetes, heart disease, and even cancer. But what if the way we age isn't just about time, but about cellular decay we can actually slow down, or even reverse? In this video, we'll reveal what top researchers now know about cellular repair, DNA rejuvenation, and the real science behind cellular damage, longevity, and healthy aging. You'll also discover practical, evidence-backed strategies you can start using right now, especially if you're over 50 or 60. Get ready to discover the secrets that help the longest living people in the world stay vibrant, and how you can apply them to your life. Section 1. Understanding cellular damage and aging. Let's start at the root of the issue, cellular damage. Every function in your body, from your heartbeat to your memory, depends on the health of your cells. But over time, those cells accumulate damage through several mechanisms. Oxidative stress, caused by unstable molecules known as free radicals, which attack your DNA, proteins, and membranes. Chronic inflammation, often triggered by diet, stress, and environmental toxins, which disrupt normal cell signaling. Mitochondrial dysfunction. As we age, these energy-producing organelles become less efficient, leading to fatigue and reduced tissue repair. DNA damage and telomere shortening. Your chromosomes wear down, impairing the cell's ability to divide and function properly. All of these contribute to what scientists now call inflammaging, the low-grade chronic inflammation that accelerates the aging process from within. But here's the critical insight. Cellular aging is not just a passive, unstoppable process. It's dynamic, and it's heavily influenced by your lifestyle, your environment, and your daily choices. In fact, recent breakthroughs from journals like Nature, Aging Cell, and Cell Metabolism show that it's possible to halt or even reverse some forms of cellular damage. Through targeted strategies, like optimal nutrition, physical activity, strategic fasting, and more, we can support the body's natural repair systems. We now know longevity isn't just about avoiding disease, it's about enhancing cellular resilience. So what can we learn from the people who are already doing this? The ones thriving past 100 with vitality and clarity. In the next section, we'll explore the fascinating habits of the world's longest living populations and how they naturally resist cellular aging. Section 2. What the world's longest living people teach us about aging. If we want to understand how to live longer, and more importantly, how to live better, we need to study the people who've already done it. In regions known as blue zones, it's not uncommon to see people in their late 90s or even over 100 still working in their gardens. These areas, Ikaria in Greece, Okinawa in Japan, Sardinia in Italy, Nicoya in Costa Rica, and Loma Linda in California, are home to some of the healthiest, longest living populations on Earth. What's their secret? It's not one, it's many. Their diet, movement, mindset, and community structure all play a role, and the science is now backing it up. 1. Nutrient-dense, plant-forward diets. Blue zone populations tend to eat whole, unprocessed foods. Their diets are high in vegetables, legumes, and seasonal fruits, whole grains and nuts, healthy fats, particularly extra virgin olive oil, occasional small portions of fish or eggs, minimal red meat, and almost no processed food. The result? A diet rich in antioxidants, polyphenols, fiber, and natural anti-inflammatories that directly help fight cellular damage and oxidative stress, major contributors to aging. 2. Natural movement and low-impact daily activity. You won't find gyms in these villages, but you will find hills, gardens, and households built to encourage constant natural movement. Walking several miles a day, kneeling, squatting, carrying groceries, climbing stairs, all promote mitochondrial function, blood circulation, and metabolic health. Importantly, they avoid long periods of sitting, a habit strongly linked to faster biological aging. 3. Stress reduction. Through community and purpose. Chronic stress accelerates cellular aging by increasing inflammatory cytokines and shortening telomeres, the protective caps on DNA strands. In blue zones, people are deeply connected to their families, their neighbors, and their communities. They also maintain a strong sense of purpose, what the Okinawans call ikigai, and spiritual practices that foster peace and resilience. This social and emotional buffering has been shown to slow the rate of age-related decline and protect against cognitive diseases like Alzheimer's. 4. Sunlight, sleep, and circadian rhythms. Many of these communities rise with the sun and sleep shortly after sunset. This natural light exposure helps regulate melatonin, cortisol, and circadian genes tied to longevity and DNA repair. Add to that regular outdoor time, moderate vitamin D levels, and consistent sleep patterns, all of which enhance cellular resilience and immune health. 5. Simplicity, moderation, and fasting. Perhaps most overlooked, their approach to eating. In Okinawa, the rule is harahachibu. Eat until you're 80% full. Across the blue zones, calorie intake is modest, and overnight fasting is common. This naturally supports autophagy, the body's way of clearing damaged cells and regenerating new ones, a critical anti-aging process. Researchers at the Salk Institute and Harvard Medical School have shown that intermittent fasting improves insulin sensitivity, supports mitochondrial health, and can extend lifespan in animal models, with promising results now emerging in humans. What we can learn from them. These are not miracle genes or expensive interventions. These are daily habits that align with the biology of long life. What's extraordinary is how repeatable these patterns are, even across continents. In essence, these people live in ways that reduce cellular stress, enhance DNA repair, and promote metabolic balance every single day. So now that we've seen how some of the healthiest elders in the world live, what practical steps can we take to support our own cellular health and longevity, starting right now? In the next section, we'll walk you through the science-backed habits that slow down aging, and the ones that actually help reverse it at the cellular level. Section 3. The top anti-aging strategies. Backed by cellular science, longevity isn't just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years. At the cellular level, aging is the result of accumulated damage to your DNA, mitochondria, proteins, and metabolic systems. But here's the exciting part. Modern research shows we can slow and in some cases reverse this cellular aging process through targeted lifestyle strategies. 1. Optimize mitochondrial health. Mitochondria are your cell's power plants. As you age, their function declines. And this decline is directly linked to fatigue, brain fog, slower metabolism, and increased risk of chronic diseases. What boosts mitochondrial function? Moderate exercise, especially zone 2 cardio, like brisk walking or cycling. Cold exposure and heat therapy, think sauna or contrast showers. Coenzyme, Q10, alpha-lipoic acid, and PQQ mitochondrial supporting nutrients. Time-restricted eating to trigger mitochondrial repair. Studies published in journals like Cell Metabolism show that exercise and fasting increase mitochondrial biogenesis, the creation of new, healthy mitochondria. 2. Support brain longevity with neuroprotective habits. Cognitive aging is one of the biggest fears after 50, memory decline, brain fog, dementia. But research from institutions like the National Institute on Aging shows that lifestyle plays a major role in maintaining brain health. Strategies proven to protect the brain. AHA from algae or fish oil supports neuron structure. Polyphenols from berries, green tea, turmeric reduce neuroinflammation, sleep optimization to clear amyloid plaques via the glymphatic system. Lifelong learning, social interaction, and novelty stimulate neurogenesis. Functional MRIs have shown improved brain function and memory recall in older adults who follow Mediterranean-style diets, rich in omega-3s and plant polyphenols. 3. Regulate insulin and blood sugar for metabolic longevity. Insulin resistance isn't just about diabetes. It accelerates aging, inflammation, and even Alzheimer's. It also impairs the repair mechanisms your cells need to stay youthful. Here's what helps reverse insulin resistance. Sunlight exposure to boost vitamin D, which improves insulin receptor sensitivity. Strength training and walking after meals. Low glycemic, high fiber diets, lentils, edamame beans, chickpeas, leafy greens. Natural fasting windows, 12-16 hours to reset insulin signaling. One clinical study published in the Journal of Gerontology showed that insulin-resistant individuals had significantly shorter telomeres, a key biomarker of aging. 4. Enhance DNA repair and slow telomere shortening. Every time your cells divide, your telomeres, protective DNA end caps, get shorter. When they get too short, your cells stop functioning or die. What helps protect telomeres and boost DNA repair? Adaptogens like rhodiola and ashwagandha to reduce cortisol. Antioxidants like sulforaphane from broccoli sprouts, green tea catechins, and resveratrol. Deep sleep, especially REM and slow wave, when the body repairs DNA. Intermittent fasting and NAD+ precursors like NMN or NR, which stimulate DNA repair enzymes. Nobel Prize-winning research by Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn showed that lifestyle factors directly impact telomere length, with stress management, whole foods, and exercise showing the most profound effects. 5. Feed your longevity genes with nutrigenomics. Nutrigenomics is the study of how food affects gene expression, especially the genes tied to inflammation, metabolism, and cellular lifespan. Best foods to activate longevity pathways: cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, kale, bok choy, arugula, to activate detox and anti-inflammatory genes. Fermented foods: kimchi, kefir, miso, natto, to nourish the gut microbiome, which regulates aging-related inflammation. Spices like turmeric and ginger to modulate NF-κB and NRF2, major longevity switches. Dark chocolate, olive oil, and blueberries, all linked to longer life in population studies. Researchers from Harvard's T.H. Chan School of Public Health found that people who adhered to these types of diets had lower all-cause mortality rates, improved cognition, and longer health span. 6. Control inflammation, the silent driver of aging. Chronic inflammation, even at low levels, is now considered a central hallmark of aging. It damages tissues, promotes plaque buildup, and disrupts hormone balance. How to reduce inflammation naturally: omega-3s, curcumin, quercetin, and magnesium. Daily movement and stress resilience techniques like deep breathing, meditation. Prioritizing gut health to reduce endotoxins from the microbiome. Clinical trials continue to show that people who live past 90 with high function almost always have lower baseline levels of systemic inflammation. So now you know aging is no longer a mystery. It's a system, and once you understand it, you can learn how to master it. In our final section, we'll bring all of this together so you walk away with a clear, evidence-based roadmap to live longer, stronger, and sharper. Section 4. The Longevity Action Plan, your daily blueprint to reverse cellular aging. We've unpacked the science. We've explored the root causes of aging, from mitochondrial decline and DNA damage to inflammation and insulin resistance. Now let's get practical. Here's your longevity action plan, a simple daily framework to help you live longer, healthier, and sharper, especially after 50, 60, and beyond. Morning. Activate your mitochondria and circadian clock. Goal: boost energy, metabolism, and DNA repair from the start. Expose yourself to natural morning sunlight, even just 10 minutes. This sets your circadian rhythm, boosts vitamin D, and supports insulin sensitivity. Hydrate immediately with mineral-rich water. Add a pinch of Celtic sea salt or lemon. Move your body. Even a 20-minute walk improves mitochondrial activity and glucose disposal. Eat a low-glycemic, high-protein breakfast to balance blood sugar. Think: pasture-raised eggs, avocado, berries, and greens. Midday. Feed your cells, not just your stomach. Goal: nourish cellular pathways, reduce inflammation, and protect brain function. Eat a nutrient-dense anti-inflammatory meal rich in polyphenols, fiber, and healthy fats. Mediterranean-style meals are ideal. Add color. Each pigment from vegetables and herbs carries DNA protective compounds. Include fermented foods to support your microbiome, which regulates everything from immunity to mood and inflammation. Walk after eating to improve post-meal insulin response and reduce fat accumulation. Afternoon, cell repair and metabolic flexibility. Goal: keep inflammation low and promote longevity genes. Avoid snacking constantly. Leave windows between meals to activate AMPK and autophagy, your body's self-cleaning processes. Green tea or matcha is a powerful DNA supportive option, filled with catechins that protect against oxidative stress. Mental stimulation. Read, learn a new skill, challenge your brain. Lifelong learning is neuroprotective. Evening, regeneration and sleep optimization. Goal: maximize hormone balance, detoxification, and deep cellular repair. Eat your last meal at least 2-3 hours before bed. Favor lighter, anti-inflammatory foods in the evening. Magnesium-rich foods like leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, or a supplement can help support relaxation and deep sleep. Create a wind-down ritual. Dim the lights, cut blue light, stretch, or journal. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep. This is when most DNA repair and detoxification happens. Weekly and monthly longevity boosts. Stack these on top of your daily routine for long-term impact. Strength train 2-3 times per week to preserve muscle mass and hormonal balance. Try a 24-hour fast once a month to stimulate deep autophagy. Take a sauna or contrast therapy weekly. These boost heat shock proteins and mitochondrial resilience. Schedule time in nature. Unplug. Connect socially. These reduce chronic stress and cortisol-driven aging. Aging is inevitable, but how you age is a choice. By understanding the science behind cellular aging and applying small, consistent habits, you're not just adding years to your life, you're adding life to your years. So whether you're 50, 60, or 75 and beyond, this is your invitation to reclaim your vitality. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth, research-based health content. And share it with someone who deserves to age with power, not fear. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.